Thanks for joining me today. So in today's video, we'll be making a super simple card. I saw this technique online. It was shared by Sharon Armstrong, TX Stampin' Sharon. And I'm not sure what it's called. I'm going to call it a spotlight technique. I don't think that's what it's called, but to me, that's what it reminds me of. Super simple. You can make 2 cards from the one template. So let's get started. As I mentioned, this is a super simple card. You can get 2 of them out of 1 piece of cardstock, and then you just need some basic white, a stamp set of your choice. Probably want to use either. I mean, I did it two ways. I did a solid stamp, and then I also tried it with the outline stamp, and I kind of liked it with the outline stamp. But for today's card, we're going to be using the painted lavender stamp set. Now, if you notice, this stamp set doesn't have any sentiments on it, right? So I wanted to make this a happy birthday card. So I'm using beautiful balloons. We'll be using the happy birthday. And this stamp set is retiring. Come April 30th is the last time that you can get this stamp set with the dies. So if you want it, better get it quick. The supplies that you need for today's cards are very basic. I scored and cut 1 piece of cardstock. So this is just 1 piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, and scored it 4 1/4. Very easy. Like I said, you can get 2 cards out of this. So we have that. Then I have 2 pieces of basic white. This is 4 and 1/8. Nope, I'm sorry, 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I have 2 of those. Then I also have the basic black, which is the same, 4 inches by 5 1/4, and you need 2 of those. Then I have a piece of, I started playing with it, as you can see, basic white. You need 2 of those, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So you'll need 2 of those, and this will make 2 cards for you. The other thing you're going to need, and you can do this with, I use the deckled circle dies, and I already cut it out, so we didn't have to do that. But you could do squares, and you can just do a basic cutout with your cutter, your paper trimmer, or, you know, use whatever shape that you want. Like I said, I did the deckled circle dies. All right, so let's get started. We're going to use the 1 piece that measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And you'll need your blending brush, ink pad of choice. I am using the new in colors. This is Shy Shamrock, and so is the cardstock. Is also Shy Shamrock. So I'm using a sticky mat under here. You can also, I'm just going to do it just, you know, because repositionable tape. We're going to put that down just so it stays there. And I'm going to start with the piece that has, and this is just a piece of copy paper, scrap paper. So I'm using the full piece first, and you want to kind of center it. And because I'm using copy paper, I can actually see through it, and this way I can center it. But what I want to do is I want to put a little of the, oops, I'm doing that upside down, repositionable tape, just to hold it down for me onto the mat. So again, I'm just looking to center that. Right about there, I think is good. Doesn't have to be exact either. Of course, you know, it's just me. I like it exact, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to open up my ink pad. And you don't even need something protective under this, because you can blot off on your scrap piece here that you're using as your template. I'm sorry about the allergies again. All right, so we're going to ink this up. I'm going to start off light, and I'm just bringing from the edge down. And for this one, I'm going to be shading the whole piece, the whole center. I'm going to keep adding. And I'm trying to get the edges where they're darker. And then I can always go back and add more color if I need to. Always start out with light and then add more color as you need to. But this is such an easy technique, and the card is flat because it doesn't have many layers on it, so it's great for mailing. And then I'll just blend a little bit on the inside there, add a little more to the edges, blotting off, and just kind of bringing it to the center. And I want the edges to be a little bit darker, and that's why I'm focusing more on that. And I'm going to lift it up just to see how it looks. See if I like it. Yeah, I do like that. Just want to add a little bit more maybe in this corner right here. Looks like it's a little too light in this one corner. So I call this the spotlight technique. I don't know, maybe that's not what it's called. So I'm going to lift this up gently, and you are left with this beautiful piece. Okay, we'll put that aside. Let's do some stamping. I'm going to use Memento Black. Now keep in mind, you can use any color you want. I could also have gone with the, you know what, I might try that on the other card. The Shy Shamrock. I kind of like it with the black, but maybe a monochromatic. Looks like I need to re-ink this. Actually, you know what, I need my Pierce mat under here because we're using a photopolymer stamp. Let's see. All right, and then I'm going to stamp this off to the left-hand side, like so, and lift. Beautiful. I'm going to wipe my stamp because, as I said, I'd like to try it with the what do you call it? The Shy Shamrock on the other card. So I'm going to, you know, let's stamp our sentiment. I'm using Happy Birthday. Always use Happy Birthday cards. Seems to be the one that I need the most. I'll stamp that right here. Perfect. Lift up, very nice. And instead of adding my brushed brass butterflies, I'm going to stamp the butterflies, which are in the Painted Lavender set. Pretty, right? So we'll do that. I really need to ink this up. We'll just do one right over here. Okay. That's card number 1. Let me close up the blank ink. I'm not going to put them together yet. I want to do the second one first. I'm going to set this aside for a hot minute. And we'll do the other one. So again, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back. Let me use my Pierce mat. Place this down. Make sure I'm in the screen. So, and then we're going to use this piece. So I want to definitely put some adhesive on the center there. And if you're worried about getting the adhesive on your cardstock, you can use one of those gummed erasers. These, I'm not sure what they're, I guess it's a glue eraser. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but I picked them up on Amazon, and they come in a 2-pack, I believe. And you could use them over and over and over again, but they're really great for taking off glue residue. All right, so, you know what? All right, we're going to try this. So for this one, I'm going to blend from the inside of the circle to the outside. Kind of like that streakiness. It's interesting. It's not what I was going for, but it was kind of interesting how that started out, right? But we'll see. If I don't like it, I'm just going to flip it over. Especially since I couldn't get the same effect on the other side. So we'll see what this looks like. This is just getting the edge now. So you can bring it out as far as you want. Again, I'm trying to get darker on the edges. Let's see what it looks like. All right, you know what? I'm going to try the other side because it looks kind of weird. So let me get my eraser. What did I put that? I just had it. There we go. So you just erase those little pieces off like so. And just pull them off. All right, so let's try that again. And try that again here. Let's center that. Probably about there. Let's try that again. I'll blot off some. And then we'll compare the two sides, see which one we like the best. Figure that's much easier, right? See which one we like best. It's great when you're using white cardstock. You can use either side. So I've decided that the month of April is like the worst for my allergies. Between this frog that I get in my throat, always feeling like I need to drink water, which isn't a bad thing. And then constantly my eyes are itchy. And you know, I take Zyrtec every day. And sometimes I need to take like Claritin at night, you know, around 5 o'clock for whatever reason. Not sure if that's when the pollen's higher. I mean, I would think that the pollen's higher in the morning time, but who knows? All right, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so before I mess up anything, and I think I do like this rather than this. Oh, that is kind of interesting. I'm going to leave that open though, because we are going to use that stamp set. And you know what? Let's do it on the other side, just in case we don't like it, right? If we do like it, then we'll stamp the other side, the good side. Yeah, not bad. I think we'll do that. What do you think? You know, let's stick with black. I like it, but I think I want to stick with black because I'm using the sentiment in black. So let me wipe that off quickly. And we'll use the black ink pad instead. And we'll stamp our sentiment. We're using the same one. Let me flip this over first. Get my mat, my Pierce mat, for my photopolymer stamp. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but you know, when photopolymer stamps first came out, I mean, I think they used to be called acrylic stamps. I did not like them. I didn't like the way they stamped, and I just didn't like, you know, how they looked. I don't know why. But I've since grown to like them because if I don't get my image right, I can pretty much line it up again and just go over it one more time because I can see through the stamp, right? Plus, I think the reason why, I see I just got a halo down at the bottom. Oh, well. The reason I didn't like them is because I probably didn't know that I needed to use a foam mat. And the foam mat really does make a difference. Strange as that may seem. All right, let's do our happy birthday in black. That right here. Then we'll be able to add our butterflies. Oops. There. And now we can put the card together. Get this out of the way. All right, let's start putting our pieces together. I'm using my liquid glue. As you know, that's my favorite. I love the way the black looks. Just makes it look so dramatic. Really makes it pop even more. And this is going on the inside, and guess what I forgot to do? All right, let's do the, we're gonna do this in, let's do this in black. This is going on the inside, so I want to put the leaf image just a little bit down in the corner, and we'll also do the butterflies. Of course I smudged. I must have it on my fingers. Which finger? One of my fingers. All right, so let's put that right down here. Okay, and we'll do the other one as well. Put that aside for a minute. Do that one. Okay, then we'll do our butterflies. Okay, this one. I'll add the other one to the black. So let me know in the comments what you think about this technique. Have you tried it? Will you be trying it? And post your cards on my Facebook page. I'd love to see them. It's Stamping Simply with Maria, just like my YouTube channel. And I'm just going to put this on here flat. You can use dimensionals. But as I said, because it makes it for easy mailing, this would make it nice and flat. I like to turn my cards horizontally when I'm gluing it down. It just gives me a better vantage point. We'll add our inside, and there's plenty of room to write. A nice message. Okay, and then we'll do this one. We'll add some embellishments. I'll show you the new in color sparkle gems. Really, really pretty. I really like these new in colors. I mean, you're going to get sick of hearing me say that, but I really do. This has to be one of my favorites. I tend to like the more pastel-y colors. And one of my viewers actually hit the nail right on the head. She said that it reminds her of sherbet and summer. And I really have to agree with her. It definitely reminds me of sherbet and summer. All right, let's add our gems. These are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. Aren't they pretty? Just love them. They're so sparkly. All right, so let's add just a few in the corners. I think there's two sizes. I'm going to do one here, one down here. And we'll do a little one. How about down there? Okay. And we'll do the same with the other one. Yes, I know I could use my take your pick tool, but sometimes the fingers just work better. I'll put this one right here. We'll just pretend I wanted to make that halo. And then this one down there. And there you have it. Quick and simple. Let me show you the other cards that I made, and I had done this in 2 different colors just because I had scraps laying around, so I wanted to try it. But I have one in Shy Shamrock again, And then I have the pretty in pink. Let me know what you like. Do you like the outline better than the solid images? I kind of like them both, but you choose. Let me know what you think and what you like. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you join me. And I post videos every Tuesday morning on my YouTube channel, which is this that you're watching. But I so appreciate you. Please be sure to share this video with your other crafty friends. Until next time, friends, have a great day. Bye-bye.